Ja, das ist... Ich weiß nicht, aber ich glaube, solche Hosen gibt es ja auch in echt. Es gibt ja welche, die haben so mini kurze Hosen, wo du nicht denkst, dass es eine Hose ist.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them.
Das war jetzt sehr laut.
Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's
Okay.
clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Kokolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
Oh. Hoffen wir nicht, dass sie dich sonst umgebracht hätte. Mige Mini Hot Band. Das ist ein Name. Ja, es ist so ein bisschen Uni-Feeling gibt es schon hier gerade. Kleines bisschen. Wie viel weißt du über das Stellaron?
I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations.
Auch nicht schon wieder eine Simulation.
Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
Ja. Ziemlich krasses Ziel zwar, gleich mit dem Rauswurf, aber... Weißt du, was Kokolias Ziel ist?
Kokolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some
Stellaron.
mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible?
Das war
Perhaps
auch...
there's
Oh
a
nein.
single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to
Sonja ist in
generation.
Gefahr.
And the real Kokolia has already vanished. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
Okay. Schreiben wir einfach einen Song drüber, finde ich auch gut. Das muss echt so weh tun, wenn es wirklich als beste Freundin ist und plötzlich redet die nicht mehr mit einem. Das ist echt so ein Schmerz, den man nicht gerne hat. Können wir mit Gepard sprechen?
Gepard?
Gepard, oh,
Not a
nicht Gepard.
chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising.
Aber er ist ein
For my
Bruder.
brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Branya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to
Okay.
choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Weißt du, wo das Stellaron ist?
Yes.
Oh,
I never observed it directly, but
Okay.
I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location.
auf
According
geht's.
to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog,
Oh nee.
somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Kokolia takes
Ich
action.
glaube, dazu wäre es schon zu spät.
Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough.
Kommst du mit?
The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Warte, was? Finger an einem 2 Tage alten Brötchen gestoßen hat und dann konnte den Controller. Wie hast du denn das geschafft? Die Brötchen sind doch gar nicht so hart. Das ist echt. Wie kann man sich da so stoßen, dass man den. Ja, nimm dir ein Beispiel an Nosa. Nosa tut immer ganz viel Brot backen und das immer schön einfrieren. Wir tun auch immer Sachen einfrieren. Aber okay, da kommt es vielleicht drauf an, ob du eine Gefriertruhe hast oder sowas überhaupt. Das hat ja auch nicht jeder. Das Sperrgebiet der Silbermähenwache?
Yes, that's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
Wie kann man eigentlich dagegen kämpfen?
Three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Ja.
Hey, enough pessimism.
Ja.
Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well.
Wir haben einen Spion.
This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great. Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
Wir kriegen Serval dazu.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life.
Das kenne ich ja auch so ein bisschen das Gefühl. Wenn man irgendwas recherchiert hat und irgendwas darüber geschrieben hat und dann plötzlich hat man das irgendwie so in der Nähe und ich denke mir so, darüber habe ich geschrieben. Okay. Du hast Brötchen mit Bäcker geholt und vergessen. 2 Tage später waren halt ein bisschen härter. Ja, das ist echt eine Geschichte. Ich bin immer noch fasziniert davon, dass das Brötchen so hart war. Das ist ein Schaden. Neue Waffe entsperrt. Brötchen. 2 Tage altes Brötchen. Wirf es an jemanden den Kopf und du hast direkt einen Headshot. Warte, wo müssen wir jetzt hin? Ich mag ja ihre Haare. Sind das die Haare leuchten? Wie leuchten die Haare? Ja, mit dem... Da wäre der Dieb wäre da ganz schnell weg gewesen. Oh, es klopft.
Darn it! I forgot my brother's gonna be around today.
Wie hast du das vergessen?
Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him.
Excuse me, wo...
Gepard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Aber du bist nicht gerade überzeugend.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Bisschen Cutie.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No.
Tut so
Why?
gar
Would
nichts
anything
an.
have
Das ist irgendwie
happened?
so süß.
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I
Bro.
agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name.
Brudi!
Right, Joseph?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Aber der ist schon so.
Why are you
Der
being so
gibt
polite?
echt.
Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden?
Es gibt echt so
Has something
Little Bro
happened?
Vibes.
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy.
Oh,
All
nicht.
grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Okay.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district.
Oh,
She
ist
issued a
es.
curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is.
Ah.
No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she alright?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth
Ey,
Fort.
wow, so Seele ist ja
Supreme
echt gut
Guardian just
versteckt.
said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well,
Pele,
I
bleib
was
erst
sure
noch
worried
versteckt.
about her.
Bleib bitte erst noch
After
versteckt.
she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition
Uh-oh.
flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I
Oh,
think I left it over.
oh.
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
Aber gibt echt so.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected
Blumen?
all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Gott, die 2, ich liebe die 2.
Not? How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude.
Got
I've
it.
got business to take care of. Bye for now.
God.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask. What
Oh,
crime have they
was ist die
committed?
offizielle Version, was wir getan
They're
haben?
plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Ja, nicht ganz.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolio's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian. But this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro.
Bro.
You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
Ach, Peter ist in
I
der
will.
Gruppe dabei.
If I have the time.
Oh Gott, ich mag die 2. Da haben sie teilweise.
The coast
Okay,
is clear. You can come out now.
ich habe keine Geschwister. Weil die Leute, die Geschwister haben, ist das echt so? Also ich finde, die haben das jetzt irgendwie cool geschrieben. So als Geschwisterpaar. Früher wollte ich mal keine Geschwister haben, weil ich dann meine Eltern mitteilen müsste. Oh, warte, ich kann wieder auftauchen. Ja. Und da bin ich wieder. Ich wollte früher keine Geschwister haben, weil ich dann halt meine Eltern teilen musste. Aber mittlerweile bin ich so ein bisschen am Bereuen. Ja, okay. Vielleicht kannst du ja mal später jemanden, wenn das auf YouTube landet, in den Kommentaren schreiben. Sind die Geschwister gut geschrieben als Geschwister oder nicht? Ja, ob also Gepard war ja eben hier dabei in der Werkstatt. Also Gepard und Serval sind ja Geschwister. Ich fand, die waren recht gut als Geschwister geschrieben, aber ich habe selbst keine, also kann ich es nicht wirklich beurteilen.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
Hast du?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Jeder denkt
Attempting
natürlich
to
an
storm
die
Vtuber Fort by ourselves?
Pardon, ja.
Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Cocolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Cocolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Aber ja, Jakob, da hast du recht, Geschwister kommen in allen Farben und Farben. Da kann man eigentlich wirklich nicht ganz so viel falsch machen, weil ich glaub, jedes Geschwisterpaar ist wahrscheinlich auch anders. Also, da hast du schon recht. Hast du dir überlegt, wie du hast du dir überlegt, wie du Gepard überreden kannst? Geht Gepard in das Schwergebiet der Silbermähnwache?
I was gauging his reactions just now. Did you see? Unless we have irrefutable evidence, he won't question Cocolia's orders. If you go after him now, our plan's as good as over. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Cocolia will be out of options.
Ich habe das Gefühl, dieser Weg ist nicht ganz so einfach. Ehrlich nicht. Können wir nochmal mit dir reden? Erreichbares Idol. Echt? Hast du viele Geschwister?
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
Na.
I can believe that.
Viel. Vier Geschwister ist auch schon was. Da war wahrscheinlich echt viel los immer. Jo. Da. Sperrgebiet der Silbermähnenwache. Warum habe ich das gerade so komisch ausgesprochen?
They've jacked up security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Ich denke mir gerade, wir stehen gerade
Stick
direkt
close, guys, and don't
vor
get
den
spotted.
Wachen. Wie sollen die uns bitte nicht sehen? Wir stehen einfach direkt davor. Außer die sind blind mit ihrem komischen, mit dem Helm, Maske, was auch immer das ist.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my sisters. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you going to be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
Okay.
No, that's not something I could handle.
Da war die Besetzung
Seeing as
ganz
you're
krass
Captain
anders.
Gepard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Gepard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Passt uns auch. Hallo. Vielleicht nutzt. Schatz. Ein komisches Dokument.
See, that was easy.
Ich habe das Gefühl, das wird nicht so einfach sein.
I don't want people to see me that way. I'm doing this. Do you
Das
see that
mag-
mechanical gear bridge?
Warum?
When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at hell on Earth.
Was also, warum? Hat das jetzt... Ich wollte wissen, was sie sagt. Was genau ist es auf der anderen
An
Seite?
endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Wir sind bald... Ach, da habe ich jetzt doch keine Konversationssachen mehr. Wenn wir schon mal hier sind.
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Auf geht's.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side.
Ich hab's für das Gefühl, wenn wir das hier machen, dann
I
kommen wir
helped
hier
set the
lang und dann müssen wir
underlying
dagegen
mechanism for this
kämpfen und dann
type of
kommen wir hier
gear
lang.
bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Ich glaube, erste
Is
könnte
Gepard
da...
on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
Ich glaube, ich laufe jetzt mal ein bisschen langsamer, damit wir... Okay, das war's wohl schon mit dem Gespräch. Ach, jetzt haben wir wieder Rätselzeit.
Nope, this terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
I never would have guessed that Gepard and you were brother and sister.
Wirklich.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life.
Zeit, das zu ändern. Nichts von... Keine jungen Tode mehr. Wir lassen die Gepards überleben.
Darn! Can't activate.
Noch eins.
It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals.
Heißt das, jemand versucht also absichtlich Ärger zu machen? Machen die Wache das etwa vorsätzlich? Waren wir das etwa?
Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems deliberate. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping.
Uh-oh.
That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Einzigen Fluchtweg abschneiden.
Branya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Ja.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
Halt so ein bisschen, die tun jetzt alle ihr Leben dafür riskieren. Für etwas, was beseitigt werden könnte. Macht das Ganze alles... weiß jetzt zwar nicht, ob wir uns so vorbeischleichen müssen. Fragen wir also, tun die uns was oder tun die uns nichts? Ich habe das Gefühl, die tun uns nichts. Wir können ja einfach jetzt rumlaufen. Finde ich auch gut. Okay. Ich glaube, dann können wir einfach direkt weiter. Dann laufen wir jetzt erstmal hier im Kreis. Ah. Und nochmal hier rein. Sag ja. Schätze findet man ja schon irgendwo. Ne, ich glaube, da werden sie nichts machen. Ne? Ich schlag einfach durch.
That's it. The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
Das hat man doch in der Unterwelt auch schon
Behind
gesehen.
the gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals.
Wird das nicht für Unruhe sorgen? Werden die Wachen keinen Verdacht schöpfen?
That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Come
Ich meine,
on.
sie war ja bei den
Let's see if that
Architekten.
guard
Ich meine,
over there will let
das
us pass.
heißt ja schon so ein bisschen, dass sie auf jeden Fall Köpfchen hat. Kann ich einfach direkt das Steuergerät anfassen. Naja, sie vielleicht, wer weiß, ob sie es mögen, aber sie tun es vielleicht einfach akzeptieren.
Yo, evening soldier.
Yo!
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
Wir müssen
Not
jetzt
yet.
rein.
Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various
Routine
iterations
ist da
of this
immer
type
ein
of
sehr gutes
installation.
Wort.
No.
Nee,
No
nee,
can
nee,
do.
nee.
No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Oh Gott. Müssen wir den noch
Not
finden?
even the Supreme Guardian?
The
Hä?
Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Hallöchen, Larotas. Herzlich willkommen zu Feuertopf
You
Gaming.
need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Ich hoffe, du hast hier Spaß.
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead.
Schnapp
Go
dir ein paar
and
Stäbchen.
find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Ich hoffe, dir gefällt's hier. Wir sind jetzt hier gerade im Versuchen, hier reinzukommen. Könnte man teilweise... Hat irgendjemand schon mal diesen Meme gemacht mit dem Let me in! Let me in! Da gibt's auch diese eine Meme. Hat bestimmt schon mal jemand gemacht. Falls nicht, hat jetzt jemand hier einen Aufruf, es selbst zu gestalten. Aber da waren wir doch eben. Müssen wir jetzt mit... Okay, die Person ist aber neu. Die war vorher nicht hier. Alter, was eine Waffe.
Hey, Done! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time.
Tun.
You're still so...
Was ist denn noch tun?
You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too?
Oh, wir haben ja
Cool.
noch jemanden, der...
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, warte, ich glaube, ich habe ein Bild von der Band gesehen. Da hat man den im Hintergrund gesehen. hallo.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
Er hat's nicht gecheckt, diese Nudo.
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
Aber er hat schon mal ein cooles Bühnenoutfit.
I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
One Subway to Sally Feuerland. Nusa, war das nicht die Band, wo du mal ein Interview mitgemacht hast? Nicht ein Interview, aber einen Artikel drüber geschrieben? Ja, unser Feuertopf ist praktisch ein Essen. Man hat so einen Topf, hast du entweder wo man eine Soße reinfüllen kann oder man erst zur Hälfte geteilt. Wo man 2 Soßen, dann tust du ganz viel Essen reinschmeißen und das kocht es dann und dann kannst du das mit Freunden oder alleine rausfischen und essen. Ich war so, der Name kommt mir bekannt vor.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out?
Dun dun. Denn der Name tut sich auch so gut. Dun 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 dun. Also, es kommt darauf an, welche Soße du drin haben willst. Ich mag zum Beispiel eine salzige. Wir hatten aber auch schon scharfe und wir hatten auch schon Erdnussgeschmackssoße. Wir machen eine kurze Überprüfung und gehen dann wieder. Oh, warte, das andere hätte ich nehmen sollen. Tu deiner traumfaulen Kleinen gefallen. Das war cool.
Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Gepard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like
Wie sie ihre Stimme teilweise...
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
Wie sie die Stimme teilweise verändert hat.
Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Ich habe das Gefühl, diese Zoom-Ins...
Captain Gepard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy man.
Oh.
These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right?
Ja, aber er hat's durchgeblickt.
Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard.
Ich habe das Gefühl, es kommt jetzt gleich ein
Tell
Kampf.
anyone about this incident, but the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
Ja, weil du solltest gehen. Entschuldige, dass wir dich damit reingezogen haben.
I brought you guys here and I'm standing with you till the end. Dunn, this concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please.
Find's auch nicht so krass. Warte. Muss ein bisschen cool. Bisschen ruhiger Moment kommt.
You must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Das ist ein Satz. Okay. Kampf. Yay!